Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Good Morning Brubra. My name is Joe, and this is my brubra, David.
Hello.
Say what's up, David.
What up?
Hey, G. So, yeah. What's been going on with you, man?
Oh, just working. A lot of
Yeah.
working. Doing some podcasting.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What do you podcast?
Working on Devour as a horror podcast that I've been doing for about 5 years. And I'm also working on the VD Clinic, which is a new show I started about 5 months ago.
VD Clinic. That sounds dirty.
No, it's we review a book and a movie every episode.
Ah.
My co-host name is Vanessa, so we thought it'd be funny to name the show VD Clinic.
For venereal disease. That's
Yes.
funny.
So,
That's a cool concept, though. I like that.
yeah, it's a fun show. We just put out our 5th episode yesterday, where we reviewed the Stepford Wives and Drop Dead Gorgeous. Yeah, Stepford Wives is a really good book.
They made a movie out of that,
They
right?
made a
With
couple of movies out of
Nicole
it.
Kidman?
Yeah, that's a remake.
Okay.
There was one in the 70s as well.
When was the book written?
70 something, I think. It's
Uh,
good. It's really funny.
well, I've been reading what you call American Psycho right now.
That's a really good book.
Taking that for a spin.
I read that. Oh man, I want to say 2004, 2005 was the first time I read that, and then haven't read it since.
It's extremely relevant, actually.
All right, I'll do.
Like they talk about Trump a lot, believe it or not. It's kind of funny.
Oh yeah, he was a character in the book.
Yeah, like they constantly mention he's like one of the primary role models for the main.
Oh, for Patrick Bateman.
Yeah, the killer of the.
Yeah, that book is
Yeah,
real dark.
yeah, it is. It's kind of interesting because I think the guy, Bret Easton Ellis, is that what
Yes.
his name is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he said that it was actually kind of semi autobiographical. Just his life, something about I don't know what he did for a living, but just maybe being that kind of like weird upper class socialite kind of thing. And then, of course, he threw in the murder stuff into the mix based on research he did at the library or whatever. But I didn't do a lot of research on that. But anyways,
Wrong.
you know what? What's kind of funny about that is I feel like Chuck Palahniuk just bit off of his writing style so hard.
Oh yeah, dude.
Right?
Chuck Palahniuk is a fucking cut rate Bret Easton Ellis. Like
Yeah.
I know people love him, and I know people love Fight Club, which I've never
Yeah,
read.
Fight Club's good. It's a good book.
The only one I read was Haunted, which was
Terrible book.
Yeah, real
Terrible
bad.
book.
Uh,
Real bad.
real bad.
Real bad.
I've read part of Snuff, and
Right.
or is it Snuff or is it Porno? Whatever the fuck.
Are you talking about the sex addict one?
Yeah, the gangbang one. There's like a murder at a gangbang.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
Let me check my Kindle real quick, because I know it's in my library. But I started reading that one, and it was just like, ugh. Like, I was just like,
Yeah.
I just don't care. Like,
I read Survivor a long time ago, and it had a good eeriness to it. It was pretty moody. It was kind of weird. It had like that, M. Night Shyamalan kind of twist in the
Okay,
middle,
yeah,
and it kept me pretty interested. Snuff, yeah. There's a couple other ones that seemed interesting, but I just can't bring myself to pick up another Chuck Palahniuk book. I don't want to get roped into that again.
I don't like the first time I read through Haunted, like I read it out of sequence, like I read it as short stories first.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah, and that was kind of okay because there are some good.
Yeah.
Some of those shorts are actually really good.
I would say that's the only good thing about the book.
Yeah, trying to read it as a novel with all the interstitial shit was what was horrible, and I was just like, oh, you just wrote a really terrible horror novel about a whole bunch of horrible people I don't give a shit about. Cool. This book sucked.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, his writing style feels like I've seen what he's done before, but done better by other people. The kind of the stark the dark humor, the kind of nihilistic thing, I feel like was done way better by John Skippon, Craig Spector in the '80s, and like David Show and like the splatterpunk authors.
Right. Yeah.
And he's just doing a more a sanitized version for the modern age. It's just like,
Right. Right. I think he caught on to a lot of people that weren't really into the author and book scene and stuff like that. Like me, for example, that was one of the first kind of edgy new age books I ever read.
Right.
And I was like, oh, this is like some crazy stuff, man. But I mean, I enjoyed it, but I was into the movie and everything. But yeah, after learning a bit more about other authors and reading their books and stuff, I'm like wow, like this kind of writing style has been around for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Fight Club. I also read Choke. That was the one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, everybody's read Choke. More people have read Choke than Fight Club that I've talked to.
Yeah, I can't bring myself to give a shit enough.
Watch your profanity.
To pick up any of his other stuff. Like I said, I started Snuff. I got a little ways into it, and I'm just kind of like, ugh.
Yeah. Well, he's released like a book almost every year since '90. Well, I guess the early 2000s. But yeah, so many books. I mean, some of them seem interesting, like I said, but
yeah,
I started reading a few, and I'm just like, it's not interesting. Can't do it.
Yeah. I need to pick up American Psycho again. I've got it. It's in my closet. I had it sitting out so I could read it again, but I'm currently reading. I just started The Drawing of the Three, the second Dark Tower book.
Okay.
And I've also got to read Something Wicked This Way Comes for the VD Clinic Halloween episode.
Okay.
So, and yeah, Drawing of the Three is for our Dark Tower series that we're doing, and that'll be for like January or February. I think we're going to record that episode. So
nice.
Yeah. It's getting me to actually finish books, which is a godsend.
Yeah, after you get the smartphone in your hand, your book reading just goes out the window.
Oh, I do most of my reading on my phone though.
Really?
Yeah.
I have a hard time doing that. I can't stay focused.
I have the Kindle app.
Oh yeah.
It's just way easier for me to be able to carry a book that way than it is to lug around a paperback or something. And it keeps my eyes focused, so I'm not bouncing to the other page, which is something that happens when I read regular novels.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a couple on my back burner too. I really want to get through House of Leaves and
House of Leaves.
Yeah.
I don't think it doesn't. It's an interesting journey. I don't think it's a particularly good novel. I think the story is interesting, but I don't think that it sticks the landing necessarily.
It's pretty mixed up. Like it goes like all over the place, and each individual thing is interesting because I've gone through most of it, but not all of it. And but yeah, it doesn't seem to all stick together.
Yeah,
like he'll just go off on these like random. It seems like he just had a bunch of interesting essays and kind of scooped them into one storyline. I guess.
Well, also it depends on how much you invest into it, I think, is what you get out of it. And I really did put in a lot, and it was just sort of like, this was all kind of pointless. I mean, I get that kind of, that was the point. And it was like, okay, it was interesting, experience to read this book and all this shit, and there were some genuinely creepy moments, but, at the end of the day, I was just kind of like, alright, yeah, I've read it.
It stinks.
I can say I read House of Leaves and got through it, but,
Yeah. Yeah, I just finished reading, what was it? Woman in Black, Susan Hill. Just a short little read. Her books are pretty cool. Just gothic ghost stories. Very simple, but good atmosphere. She's easy to read, which is nice.
Yeah.
Nothing too complex, because I was I was reading In the Garden of Beasts by Eric Larson before that. A little more intense.
Yeah. I think I started that and ended up putting it down because it was a little too heavy to try to read after work.
Yeah.
Like I just finished The Gunslinger this past week, which was good. So, but yeah.
Yeah, Eric Larson, I read Devil in the White City, which is about H.H. Holmes, the America's First Serial Killer. And that was fun, and I don't know how the hell I got into that, but it's just I'm not really into serial killers in general. But H.H. Holmes, I don't know, it must be the historical aspect of it or something. I don't know. I find him extremely fascinating. And then I guess his great grandson, Jeff Mudgett, came out with this book called Bloodlines, or that's not the right. Of course, that's not the right title. But anyways, about it's kind of it plays off as a H.H. Holmes fan fiction, but he claims he found his grandfather's secret journal of H.H. Holmes' secret diary or something like that, and discovers all this crazy information about him escaping his death, and really interesting stuff actually. And they also claim that he was Jack the Ripper, which right now they're trying to prove it. They got this show called American Ripper on the History Channel. Yeah, Jeff Mudgett, and I have to say a lot of the arguments are extremely compelling. It makes sense, like where he was, what he was doing, the stuff, the MO, all that stuff. But any of the physical evidence they have, like, comes out like dead, flat, inconclusive, nothing. It's just like, it makes me think like, okay, this is an interesting story, but just give up on the Ripper thing. They're not going to solve it.
Yeah.
There's no way. But it's a compelling argument, and it's an interesting history for sure. But I enjoy the hell out of that for sure. But anyways, Eric Larson, he writes some pretty. He's a pretty good writer. Not gonna lie. I would read all of his books. Unlike Palaniuk. But anything else you wanted to elaborate on?
No, not particularly. When I'm not podcasting, or working, playing video games. Been playing the Friday the 13th quite a bit.
Oh yeah, see that game looks fun.
Yeah, it is. It's real good. Looking forward to the new content that's coming out. They've announced they're working on new maps. There's some DLC coming. It's called the Summer of '84, and it's like it's adding like swimsuits and stuff for all the counselors, and it's also upgrading how the clothing system works and making it more customizable. And then a bunch of other stuff's coming, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Oh yeah, I play my old school Xbox 360. A 360 jam, you know what I'm talking about? I just got it through playing the original Halo.
No, Jesus.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I was rocking. And then
I tried to play that again because I have the Master Chief Collection.
Yeah,
it's so bad.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so bad.
Why? What's your shooter of choice?
At this point, shit.
Watch your profanity.
I don't even play any shooters right now. The last one I played would have been like Wolfenstein. Like I really enjoyed Wolfenstein.
Okay. Yeah. I guess so. It's a little more
if I'm
interesting.
I usually, if I want to play a shooter, I want to play something dumb. So I just play like Call of Duty or whatever. But even then, I haven't touched Call of Duty in ages because I'm like, I don't give a fuck about any of this.
I think the reason I don't like Call of Duty, it's too realistic. It's too easy to die. People take it too seriously. I think with Halo, you get more of an arcadey kind of feel to it. It's a little more surreal. It's a little more just like fun for the hell of it, kind of.
People have been trying to get me to play Overwatch, and I'm just like, fuck that. No.
Right.
I don't like playing shooters online particularly. Like that's why I enjoy Call of Duty's like single player mode, because it's just like it's a fun, straightforward, dumb action game, and that's fine. I don't pay attention to the story because they're usually stupid as hell. And then if I play online, it's fine. I don't really take it that seriously. But I also haven't played like a Call of Duty game in like 4 or 5 years at this point.
They're all the same.
Yeah, and it's like I don't like at this point I'm kind of done with shooters unless it's like something really good like Doom. I really want to play Doom, and at some point I'll probably finish Wolfenstein. But I think I have Medal of Honor on my Xbox because it was a free game or something.
Yeah, I'm more into the horror shooters,
Yeah, I think I've got Dead Space and Dead Space 2.
Dead Space is tight. You never played through Dead Space?
No.
Oh, bro, that's a good one. It's got the right balance of like kind of horror and shooter, just like it does it right. Where Doom, I think, kind of overdid it in some aspects, and then Resident Evil obviously just went off the rails. But I think with Dead Space 1 in particular, they just really they did something They did survival horror very well. I'm enjoying Evil Within, but
I could not get into that.
it's a little less traditional. I mean, it's kind of it's kind of hard to figure out your play style because it just doesn't have one. Not
Yeah,
really.
I was like, I played it for about half an hour and I was like, nope, fuck this game. I
Yeah.
immediately took it back to GameStop.
Yeah. I think Dead Space still has some of that exploration. It's customizable, but anyways, yeah, that's a good one for sure. I would play that over and over again. But let's not even get into Silent Hill because we can have a whole episode about that. But
Yeah, right?
so we're a couple of nerds. That's pretty obvious. But we're intelligent nerds, right?
I guess so.
When we're not being dumb, that
Which is, yeah, most of the time.
which is all the time. Hence our charm.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's get into this subject. Our first episode topic: 9/11.
Wrong.
The 7/11.
You're an idiot.
Not 9/11 for you conspiracy theorists. We're going to talk about 7/11 that happened before 9/11, which is an interesting fact, nonetheless. So I don't know if you know this, but in Hawaii, where 7-Eleven's like a legit place to go get food.
Really?
Yeah, no doubt. So I live in Hawaii. I've lived in here for 3-4 years. Pretty much a local. Basically. Yeah, I get a lot of tourists come up and ask me like, "Hey, where's a good place to eat?" And I'm like, there's McDonald's. They're like, "Oh God, that's gross." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it depends on what kind of food you're looking for." But I said, if you want like decent, interesting, local, Hawaiian experience kind of food, like you can go to the luau, sure. But if you just want to get some quick breakfast or lunch food, go to 7-Eleven, man. They got every type of musubi you can think of, which is, they got spam musubi, hot dog, mochiko chicken, and then like they get manapua, steam buns. They get the pork hash dumplings, and it's crazy. Like they got a lot of food there. Like, they got this one creation, right? And it's amazing. It's a sweetbread sandwich, ham, cheese, and it has this like bacon chunk mayonnaise remoulade. Like, it is disgusting, and it is probably like one of the fanciest things I've ever had. It's from 7-Eleven. But anyways, but yeah, they don't believe me when I say it. I'm like, I go somewhere else. But make your way to 7-Eleven. You won't be disappointed.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, but
fucking mainland 7-Eleven sucks, dude. You know that.
Right.
It's all
Right.
fucking
That is precise.
shitty taquitos and ass nachos. And...
Watch your profanity.
Right. And you would stretch those nachos out. Like, my dad would buy a bag of Doritos, put chili and cheese on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just do as much weird shit with it as
they
you
sell
could.
pizza now.
Yeah,
Which is weird.
Yeah, they try to like do legit food, but the more legit food they try to make, like, it looks worse and worse.
Yeah.
All right, so I know this guy, and he's a big dude like me. And he was saying, "Bro, you have to try these burger dogs." I'm like, "What the fuck's a burger dog?" And he's like, "From 7-Eleven, you get these burger dogs, and I'll grind on a taquito or whatever once in a while, a pizza stick, whatever, hot dog." But he's burger dog, and I'm like, he's like, "Say, man, I eat these burger dogs like every other day. They're so good." And I'm like, "All right, whatever. I'll give it a shot." So I got my hand on one of these burger dogs. It looks like you if eviscerated a hot dog, or like literally just took a dump in a bun.
Oh my god.
Nasty. It did not look good. Nothing appetizing visually. Inside, I guess there's like little cheese chunks or something, right? Anyway, so I'm like, I'm just gonna pound this out, give it a shot. I'll put some mayonnaise and ketchup and mustard on it, and I'm like, yep, it tastes just like it looks, just like shitty beef patty in a stick form,
Oh my god.
And the funny part was a couple people worked with him, and he was walking through the office, and as he walked through, I guess he crop dusted, and the people were like, Oh, who was that? Oh man, doesn't even smell right. Like, what's wrong with that? Like, he crop dusted. Who was it? I'm like, you know who it was. You know who. You know what he eats? Eats eats freaking burger dogs. You see those things, man? It's all messed up inside. You smell that? Yeah, it don't smell right. That's him. Look what he eats.
It
Anyway,
stinks.
we pin the crime to the culprit pretty easily with that.
Yeah, I guess I would imagine. 7-Eleven farts are the worst, dude.
Yep.
Because it's just, oh god, I can't even eat that shit anymore.
Come to Hawaii though, and this how I tell it to the tourists. I say, hey, you can help me with this. Where's the best American breakfast spot in America? On the count of three, we'll say it at the same time. 1, 2, 3.
Denny's?
Denny's.
Yeah.
See, hey,
Or
that's
Denny's
right.
or
Okay.
IHOP. But
No.
I seem to see more
No.
Denny's than anything.
Stop it. It's Denny's. All right, where's the best date night meal spot in America? Chain now.
Oh,
Okay, ready? On the count of three. 1, 2, 3.
Chili's?
TGI Fridays.
Ugh. What is
Come
wrong
on,
with
Fridays,
you?
dog. They got.
No, dude. You go to
Bro.
Chili's. Chili's is classier
Alright.
than TGI Fridays.
Chili's is good. But yeah, you're right. It is
Yeah.
Chili's. I
Fucking
don't know. I
savage.
can't get over TGI Fridays. Man.
God.
Chili's got these pickles, man. You ever tried the pickles at Chili's?
No.
Woo! I swear, I wanted to take some of these. I got an extra side of pickles. I'm like, please give me some more of these pickles. I had to ask a special request. They're like, well, it only comes with one ramekin of pickles per burger. And I'm like, dude, I'll buy a second burger. Just give me some more pickles, man. Like, this pickles is fucking good. Anyways, you're right. It's Chili's. That was the correct answer.
Yeah.
TGI Fridays. That was a test. Yeah. Anyways, and then I say, okay, so what's the best local food? And I say 7-Eleven. I don't know. I never got the report back on that, whether they actually check it out or not. But that's so funny. We said Denny's at the same time. I swear you were not going to say Denny's, but that was the right answer. Also in Japan, I don't know if you have seen like a Japanese 7-Eleven like on YouTube or whatever, but they got some really interesting options too for food. Like, it's even more intense and like legit than Hawaii's 7-Elevens are, believe it or not.
That's interesting.
Which is pretty interesting.
You don't really have a lot of like liquor stores or like chain liquor stores out there, really, do you?
The only one is the ABC store, which is a really weird day, but a lot of the locals like kind of condemn ABC store, but legit, if I'm looking for anything, like a particular type of smokes, a particular type of drink, snack, souvenirs, anything, like ABC store got it. Like that store is incredible. Like, I just went in there. You know what they had? They had a matcha max, right? So it's a matcha chocolate, like a green tea chocolate with the macadamia nuts inside. And oh man, it was pretty damn good. It's probably some of the best chocolate ever, and I never even seen that before, So ABC store got something going on. Also, coconut wine.
Huh.
You ever heard of coconut wine?
No.
Man, it ain't that good, but
Got that weird Hawaii shit going on, bro.
I think it's a Filipino product.
Huh.
But yeah, they serve it in an actual coconut. Like, it's a coconut split in half, and then they make the coconut wine, and they stick it in there with a cork and everything. So it's actually served in a coconut, but it's kind of expensive. But I mix it with a little pineapple juice and have yourself a little cocktail right on the beach. I literally never do that.
You're too good for that.
But my couch is my beach. Yeah. You got any horror stories about 7-Eleven? Because I know we had discussed a little bit of that 7-Eleven sushi, the questionable sushi.
Yeah, I've never tried it because I was just like, there's just some shit that you see it and you just know that it's a bad idea. And there's no reason you should engage with it. Like, there's a gas station not too far from my house that has like a sushi fucking thing in it, and I'm like, no, I would not eat gas station sushi.
What? It's like a sushi bar?
Yeah, no, it's like a sushi go or something.
No.
Yeah, I'll take pictures of it, dude. I'll send it to you.
A sushi go.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called or
Oh
something.
man.
It's like, why? Why would you do that?
Well, let me tell you. I looked it up on the actual 7-Eleven website, and this is what it has to say about its sushi. Wrap for freshness. That's the opening line. They got like spicy tuna, California roll, and I'm pretty sure the only difference between those two things is spicy mayonnaise. Like the fish pretty much tastes the same.
Yeah, it's gonna all
Yeah.
taste like ass, and it's gonna give you
Yeah.
fucking screaming diarrhea.
Yeah. To live and tell the tale.
Yeah.
You know who has got good to go sushi though?
Hmm.
I mean, besides Safeway, I mean, it's not like the best sushi,
No,
but
Safeway and Trader Joe's are both good for to go
yeah,
sushi if you could find it.
that's what I was gonna say at that Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
That's pretty filling. I mean, it's like pretty plain the flavor, but I mean, it's simple,
Yeah.
fills you up, and it's actually cheaper than the sushi in 7-Eleven. I think. I think a 7-Eleven sushi gonna run you like $7-8.
God damn.
Yeah, you know, even on Hawaii, you get the freshest fish. Yeah, I mean, kind of, but I don't know where they get their fish from. Like it's like basically canned tuna. You know, I don't know how.
They ship it in from the mainland.
Right? Yeah.
That's why it's sealed for freshness.
Sealed for. It makes me think of. No, I'm not gonna say it. This is gross. My mind went to a gross, dark place.
That's not surprising.
Yeah, no, it's not. I'm gonna keep that tucked in, though, you know. Hot dog. Anyways, that being said, I go to 7-Eleven like, constantly. I'm like, pretty obsessed with it. I'll be leaving my house to go to work. I'm like, I got soda here. I got some snacks and stuff. Am I pack anything? No, I'm good. 5 minutes out of the house. I'm going to go to 7-Eleven. I need something to drink. Something to eat. You know. So
Yeah, 7-Eleven's like half a mile from me, I think. So
Yeah.
I don't want to walk over there most of the time. I usually just go to like one of the 2 liquor stores nearby.
Oh, that's right. You don't car.
Nope.
See, I car because I'm too lazy to walk. So I
Yeah.
take on the burden of car for that reason alone.
Fair enough. I'm too lazy and poor to drive, so I've taken on the burden of walking.
Yeah. Well, you guys in the mainland, you get the Uber and Lyft and stuff
Yeah.
like that. A little easier to get around.
Yeah.
Out here on where I live, we get 2 Uber drivers. 2. Can
Wow.
you believe that?
Jesus Christ.
I'll see the same guy come back and forth over and over again, like making money. Like he's busy. I'm like, man, I got to get on this Uber game right here. Be number 3.
Oh, yeah.
Anywho, I think we're gonna try to end this episode. But yeah, this is Good Morning, Bruh.
Good morning, brother.